What improved your life so much, you wished you did sooner? Stopped arguing with random strangers on internet. Doing at least one chore a day. You would be amazed at how well getting something done, even if you hate it, can fight back against certain depressive mentalities, particularly the ones that convince you you're useless or are a burden. I started viewing things as potential experiences rather than just opportunities for achievement. Before that, for example, if I took a class, then I was only focused on the grade. If I couldn't get a good grade, I didn't like the class. Heck, I wouldn't even start a book if I thought it might be too hard or too long and I might not finish it. Then I realized the purpose of classes, and books and other things, was to learn, and that hard ones were likely the ones I learned the most from, even if I didn't get the best grade. I started doing all sorts of stuff with the idea that I just wanted the experience. Even if I was the worst one out there, who cares? I wasn't there for the achievement, I wanted to learn things. This works socially as well, and I started taking way more risks, telling myself that, at the very least, it would be a learning experience. I saw a saying once, it's only a failure if you stop trying, otherwise, it's an experiment. I love it. Moved away from the state I grew up in. I didn't know how unhappy I was. I had gotten used to being miserable, and now that I'm in a better area, I'm a completely different person. Learning to set boundaries and say no. Daily exercise. It doubled my energy for an hour out of my day. Quitting smoking. When I was told that I would lose my eyesight, it made me pay more attention to how beautiful the sky was. I can still see, and I enjoy watching the clouds on a level I can't even explain. Edit, thanks to everyone for the love, you all have made me very happy. Exercise every day. Anxiety and depression are much easier to manage, and I got some confidence I haven't had in years. Quitting drinking is the best thing I've ever done for my mental and physical health, and it's done nothing but improve my relationships. The last year and a half have been the best I've ever had. Reading books way more. Not everyone can afford this, but moving closer to work. My commute went from 45 miserable minutes in traffic glaring in hatred at the tail lights in front of me to a pleasant 15-minute bike ride. I got an hour of free time every day and better health. Bachelor degree at 47 years old. Master degree at 50 years old. Doubled my salary in 4 years, from just getting by to on track for retiring at 60. I stopped living my life just waiting for the weekend. When you work 5 days a week and have just 2 off, it's not good to be always waiting for those 2 days. You can plan something meaningful or fun every day, even if it's just a small thing. Edit, wow, thanks for all the awards. I'm glad others have found this comment helpful. Listening to the sound of rain to fall asleep. Stopped caring what others think about me. Eating dinner or a late snack at work. Too often I would leave work hungry, and the temptation driving past Chick-fil-A or the corner taco shop was too much. I've kept my weight under control for a couple of years now, having dropped from the 220s to the 170s. I started flower gardening. Really relaxing, you will see results all summer, lots of successes and failures, but failures bring improvements. And I listen to Audible books while I'm at it sometimes. Especially great if you have a desk job. Edit, it's so nice to know so many are enjoying gardening. I had no idea it would be a Reddit thing. No one has said it yet, but laser eye surgery. Best money I've ever spent. Getting a WFH 40-hour-a-week job. I was working like 55 hours a week in a warehouse before. So much room for activities. Edit, this blew up, so anyone asking how I did it, there's a comment below explaining it in detail. Quitting drinking. Everything is easier these days, coming up on 4 years. Flossing. Actually, I use a water pick now. Now my hygiene and cleaning visits are a breeze, and I haven't had a cavity in years. Got a proper diagnosis. I think a lot of people that for years questioned themselves, what's wrong with me, when they finally got diagnosed, it's a big relief and changes a lot in a better way. Riding my bike at least an hour a day. Trying to be more positive in general. Just packed up and moved thousands of miles away. Left everything behind and just started over. Besides some debt, a suitcase, and contacts for only the non-toxic people in my life, it's been an extremely liberating experience. And looking back, nothing was really preventing me from doing it sooner, no real reasons at least. I just kept coming up with excuses not to do it until one day I couldn't think of one. I did fencing in college, and after that I just couldn't make it work with my school and work schedule. 15 years later, I found a club and started doing it again. I hate every other sport, and exercising just to exercise is unpleasant and boring. This is the only one for me, and I needed something to make me active. Finding the right therapist. Been in since I was 9, and found the right one at 23. It's only been maybe 6 months, but I've already unpacked so much more trauma in that small time than I did all the other years wasted in therapy. Moving out of my home country. Getting divorced, 10 out of 10, would recommend. Setting rules for myself. After COVID started, I spent a year drinking and eating pizza every other day, and at that time I thought, why shouldn't I keep doing it if I enjoy it? You can die anytime, so you should make the most out of what little time you have, right? The problem being, apart from health consequences, that it quickly becomes not enjoyable, and I realize now how miserable I was during that time. Most things are only fun when you do them occasionally. Sounds obvious, I know, but it was not obvious for my dumbass. Now I have set rules for myself that I can only drink on Sundays and only eat junk food once a month, and it's so much more rewarding and fun. I begrudgingly started lifting weights when I was 30 due to some back pain that caused me to barely be able to get out of my office chair. I forced myself to go for a few weeks, then I started looking forward to going to the gym, then after a while I became a total gym rat meathead. I wish I had started lifting when I was a teenager. Not only did it cure my back pain, but I lost weight, look, and feel much better, and the doctor says all my health indicators are spot on now as I am in my 40s, and in addition it's like a hobby for me now that I tinker with and socialize with other people who are into the same thing, etc. Learn Spanish. Now I have a lot of amazing Latino friends, and I got a lot of great gigs and opportunities because of it. Meeting my wife. That woman fills my heart in ways words can't describe. It just can't be too much sooner, because then I wouldn't have my awesome stepsons. Learning how to do everything myself. Car issue. Look it up. Fix my fence. Look it up. Just do it all myself. Replace valves. Look it up. If they don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Playing Minecraft. I'm a fully grown adult that used to think it was really stupid. But then my friend set up a server, and now we all play together. It's a wonderful creative outlet that isn't anywhere near as stressful as some games can be. Hiring a cleaner. I grew up in a house where money was tight. Whenever we heard people talking about their maid or housekeeper, we always assumed they were super rich. I'm not rich. Very much middle class. But my wife and I both work full-time and have a lot on our plates. We found a local person who has a small cleaning business. We keep up with day-to-day cleaning, dishes, laundry, immediate spills and messes, wiping things down, etc. Then once a month, a cleaner does a pass, focusing on dusting, deeper clean of the floors, bathrooms, etc. It's about the same cost as a date night, and it does so much to help us stay on top of things. Working out and deleting most social media like Twitter. Yoga. Left my abusive relationship of 14 years. When I stopped worrying about things I could not control. Completely eliminated my general anxiety. Still can't speak in public, but a catastrophic climate disaster. Sometimes it be like that. Cut toxic people out of my life.